Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you all doing today? It's going to rain today, but that's okay. I hope everyone's doing great. I love you all. I'm constantly praying for you all. And let's get the birthdays and the prayers out, and then we're going to get into it. Marty DeGarmo might be coming on here. Have to wait and see. He'll pop on when he can. Happy birthday to Margareta Carpati. Tiana, I haven't seen you in a long time, Tiana. Penguin, happy birthday to you. And Joan Cameroon, happy birthday to you. I think Amy Rydecki's nephew or niece's birthday today, too. So happy birthday to that little one. 12 years old, I think I saw. Norelli did a really good video, her live this morning. I did watch it, Norelli, but I said at 8 o'clock I went on. It looks 2 hours early, so maybe we got some different times there. I don't know. All right, prayers for healing. Phil Lard, Richard Milano, Dawn Riviera, David Penny and family, Anerta, Kathy Kruski's mom, Dave Loras' father. Fat Mata's asking for more prayers. She has some things going on in her life. Let's shoot her some prayers. Teresa Pierre, Miriam Weinberg gave me an update. She's got it kind of going on, like Marty's got going on. Lots of water around her lungs. They're giving her Lasix and stuff like that. So we're praying for you, Miriam. David Switzer, we're praying for healing. Eugene Rohn, we're praying for you. Sambu Kundu, we're praying for you. Sergimani Narzeri, we're praying for you. Wally Cochran, we're praying for you. Mark Olson and his sister Kathy, prayers. Camo or Kamos, and her husband, Melissa Ann, and her friend Sam, we're praying for you. Jerry Nix, we're praying for you. Pam Stanowich and Eric Stanowich, we're praying for you. Myra Aquino's mother, Nellie, what's up, Nellie? Kevin Rutledge and Pam. God's Time Thomas, Robert and Joan Stifler. Milo, we're praying for you, brother. Kevin Curtis, Larry, Marty's roommate. And the other one was Marty's roommate, too, the old one. Brenda Herr, Eileen Geek, Bob Pierce and his wife, Mary, Stephen Brocklehurst, Norelli Warcon, Cynthia Downtown Brown, Bill Musk, John White. Wow, you guys are really putting out some great videos, guys. Keep it up. And Bill, we are praying for you. Bruce Kirstein and brother Edmund and Brucey. Hey, Brucey. Judy Miller and Russ, Pat Parent and her daughter and her neighbor Dennis. Chloe and Julie. Julie sent me an update that she's recovering. Chloe's recovering. So keep her in your prayers. She had like 3 more surgeries after her first one. So Judy Reese, we're praying for you to get home and get all that stuff, bandages off you. Tina Madkev, we're praying for that liver transplant. Terry Thompson and her mother, I chatted with Terry a little bit. Her mother had a pretty bad fall, broke some things, internal bleeding. She's in the hospital. Let's keep her in our prayers. Terry, and thank you for that update. Loretta Presley, we love you. You got this. God's going to help you out with this one. John O'Cott, Roy Davies, and her eyeballs, and my eyeballs are all crusty today. Oh, yuck. Ugh. Sorry, Roy. Probably better off today than I am. Cindy Hopkins, Grace Tam, and John William DeLorme, Harold Fox, we love you. Ruthie Pace, we love you, Ruthie. We're praying for you, Ruth. Red and Jane's mothers and the Redfords, and Red is going on today, I believe at 1 o'clock. And I got to call him after my live, so I know that. Gene Muir's husband, Jason, Sandra Fenning's mother, Seeds Academy. Remember, they got that big graduation on June 20th for the kids. PNG, we're praying for you. Ash Mafar is doing phenomenal. He's moving. He's not collecting any moss. Let's put it that way. That's how much he's moving. Marty, we'll let him come on here, but he's doing much better. He had a really good sleep last night. Thank you, God. And my prayers for me, my daughter. Hold on. My daughter, my son, and my family, and me. I appreciate it. Hold on. Where am I going? Sorry, guys. People fighting and beating cancer. Jao Sao Lee Vang's daughter, Nancy, Andrea Dodds, Carl Everett, Tina from my work, Phil Smith, Kenneth Fung, Tom Taylor, Dane and Darius, Robin Noble, Mr. Jean, Chang Yang, Joyce and Melvin, Hicks, William Carmichael, and Patty Prescott. We are praying that that lousy disease goes away and that you heal up and start enjoying life. I should have not turned on my phone yet. Let's get into this a little bit. So I watched Red's live yesterday. Very good, by the way. And there was some things that caught my attention what he was saying. And one of them was, people, customers. Do you know what they want? And I kind of thought about it a little bit. And I thought, what do people want? It's a good question. What does the world want? And I really thought about it. And I thought most people want to be stress-free. They want to have stability. And most people probably in the last 15, 20 years, when the internet came on, decided, man, I want to get in this internet thing. I want to start making money. I want to be able to go to my job and make enough money online. I think it's a wishful list for all of us. Even I looked at it over the years because I'm thinking, wow, there's got to be a better way. I think every one of us have always said there's got to be a better way. And I'm here to tell you, this better way found me. I think it found all of you. And, we talk about patience all the time and how it's happening. I know that you could go on the internet and spend all day, and there's 1,000,001 things out there that says you can make all this money. And I only found one that actually works, and that's this company. And I look at other things just to see what people are doing. Good morning, Ash. How you doing? Good Lord, Ash Mafar is on here today. Everyone say good morning and thank you to Ash. I thought about why people would want something like this. And most of you out there have tried the MLMs or selling something online. And the thing for me is what really caught my attention when I first started was that direct traffic. Now, I don't know what Ash has lined up in the new chapter, but I'm pretty sure that that's one of them, that direct traffic. And I thought about it, how important that is. If you have a business right now that you do offline and you're having a hard time getting traffic to it, this is one of the things that this company is going to help. If you own a brick and mortar business out there, we have a lot of people that are owners of businesses in here, and driving direct traffic to your company is pretty cool. And in the past, I'm not sure now because I'm not going to talk for him. He's on here. He's saying hi to Gene. He loves Gene. He loves you all though. But you got to think about, even if, let's say you had a garage sale, you want people to come to your garage sale. What do most people do? They go out and they put a sign on their end of their street on the telephone pole, or they put it at the supermarket. And I believe, this is my opinion, in the future when you have your websites up and running, yeah, you can put stuff like on there. Hey, we're having a big garage sale or an estate sale. I think direct traffic is one of the most important things that he has, and I think caught a lot of people's attention. There's 1 million people out there doing stuff on the internet. Millions of people. But they don't have the magic button, the magic key to say, how do I get people to come to see my website? How do I get people to come and advertise or see what I'm advertising? That's huge, huge thing. The ability to do that is very hard to do. I tried it years ago. It's not fun. You literally had to, the old style that I knew, you had to email a company and say, listen, would you like to share my business on your site? I'll share mine on yours. And that's the only way I knew how to do it. And it took hours and hours and hours. Now, Ash Mafar is setting up things, I think, from what we used to talk about, that we have to really look at it here. You have a company. When I went to work for Ford's every day, they weren't doing it for me. I had to do everything. I had a responsibility to my job. I think Ash Mafar said, I got to help people. I want to be responsible enough to get them traffic. And if you remember in the past, he showed how good he was at it. He had a little contest. This person can get 1 million hits or 100,000 or 10,000. And spot on, when winners came out, he shared their videos and boom, he said what he did. I think he's very good at it. I never really talked to him about it in a long time. But driving traffic was his specialty. You got to remember, over the years, Ash Mafar developed a skill on the internet, on the computer, of how to get people's attention, how to market. He is a very good marketer, probably one of the best marketers. We don't see it, but what you're going to see is when we take off, when everything comes and starts moving, you're going to see that. And like I said, I don't know the new direction. I know it's big. I know what we talked about in the last 4.5 years, 5 years that I've been in here about what things that were in there. I think my personal opinion, and Ash can correct me if he wants, there's still a lot of things in there like direct traffic, helping us out. I mean, they're going to build you a website. What do people want? They want good graphics. They want to be able to take their personal business to the next level. This is what this company is going to offer everyone, the next level. All right. Taking your business from a Z business all the way up to an A business. It's going to move traffic like crazy. And then he talked about in the past about how you could just direct that traffic in your local area. And that's what I was talking about, garage sales. Now, there's people out there that go to garage sales, they buy things, and then they resell them. It's a good little business. I've done it in the past. Imagine having direct traffic in your local area saying, I used to go buy books. I told you this a long time ago. I'd buy 100 books for a couple bucks. I'd turn around and I'd resell them on the Amazon bookstore. It was very lucrative for me. It kept my head above water, believe it or not. It was a lot of work because I had to come home from my job. I had to look at the emails, who wants what, they want this book. I had to package it. I had to stamp it, and I had to send it to, go to the post office and mail it out. It really was a lot of work. Did I make money? I did make money. But you got a company that wants to come in and say, listen, we want to design your website. We want to give you direct traffic. And if you want to pay for more extra traffic, you can do that too. A lot of people ask me that question over the years. What are you going to do? I'm taking the whole Monty. I will do my own tests and trials, but technically I don't have to as far as traffic. I've seen what Ash Mafar and his team, his new team, I believe that they're just crazy waiting for this to take off and what they can do. And I'm trying to think what I was going to say. I just lost my mind here. If you think about, I know a lot of you on here have online businesses. And I know a lot of you, you send out an email here, but can you imagine a company that's going to help you, period? They're just going to come in there. They're going to step up to the plate. Ash Mafar has said for years, let me do the work for you. Let me do the heavy lifting. All right. Let me take the pressure off your back. And that to me is a huge thing because as if you know right now, if you're working, no one's taking that pressure off your back but you. You want to make some more money, you work some more hours. This is what I love about it is you get into it, you sign up. All right. And I don't know what the future, I know what the future holds, big and successful, but to be able to have a company that's going to drive traffic to your site, it's going to make links so that you can advertise. It's going to market you. Most of you have no clue about marketing. I don't. I'm not a marketer. DeGarmo's a marketer. Mafara's a marketer. Me, I don't know squat. The little that I did know was years ago. But if you take really good looks at this, and I tell people, there's people right now, and I mean millions of people, waiting for this company to just take off because they know it's going to help their business out with that direct traffic, with all the products that he's making are going to, listen, everything he's making is to add to people's lives, add to people's businesses, all right? Create income. He's talked about multiple streams of income for me, as long as I remember, 4.5, 5 years, multiple streams of income. And that's just through him. Now, if you own a business, and a lot of people are small business owners, and you're going to get all these multiple streams of income brought through this company, and then you have your own business. I personally think you're all going to retire from your business after a year or so, my opinion, because you're going to see what it does. But a lot of people have a passion to run their own business and own their own business. And when they find out how much work to run a business, especially a brick and mortar, they realize how hard it is. And wow, this is a lot more work than I expected. I was an auto worker. Ford Motor Company paid my insurance. They paid what I worked. I had friends that were big business people, big owners. And the one that just passed away recently, they used to say, when I'd have vacation, you got to remember, when you own a business, you ain't taking vacations. You're there constantly. Why? You don't trust people. You got to make sure everything is done right. And you're always worried about it. So me, because I was in the auto worker and the union and all that stuff, I got paid vacations. I remember how mad they used to get at me. Chris, what are you doing? I've been at the boat all day. What do you mean? Don't you got to work? Yeah. Or I'm on vacation. Paid vacation. And they would get so mad at me. And then they would come later to the marina and we'd sit down and they would tell me about their day. Oh my God, this guy didn't do it right. I had a machine break. I ordered some stuff. They sent me the wrong stuff again. This is the kind of stuff that you deal with when you own your own brick and mortar business. There's responsibility is beyond belief. And a lot of people see this, oh, I want this guy. He's got a nice car. But it took a lot of work to get there. Now, Ash Bafara stepped in and said, how can I make it easier for everyone that can own their own business, enjoy life, not have the responsibility? And I really think, and I don't know this 100%, the only responsibility you can have is, share a little bit about yourself, share about your business, share about these products. But who's not going to want this? I get that question a lot. Why would they want it? Let me tell you why. AI-induced, digital, automation. I could go on. My mind is blank today. And I don't have to own a building. I don't have to store products. There's a plus for me right there. All right. Most businesses have to have a warehouse or a back garage where they got to stuff everything. Our warehouse is the company. All right. We're not holding products in our basement, in our garage, in our closets. We're moving forward with a company that says, let me do all the heavy lifting for you. He said this over and over. Now, am I excited to find out what this new direction is? I am. And you have no idea I am. Am I excited? Because 1 million people jumped in this and have the faith and the patience to let it happen. I'm excited about that. Do I have people that aren't they're a little crazy and when's this going to happen? Every day. I get that every day. And all I can tell them is, listen, you just got to wait for Ash Bafara to come out. Let us know what's going on. I know that there's many things that have been done and completed over the last 6 months before actually hit the wall. And, you always hear him say, I'm glad it happened when it did. You've heard Red say, you've heard Martin. We're glad it happened when it did. Because in a business, a real brick and mortar company, if you haven't hit a wall like that, you have to come up with something fast. You have to think about it. Okay, this guy ordered my buddy built tool and die. They get sent specs. Another thing he's got to go through. Now they got to put it in their CMM machines and make sure those specs are exactly what they wanted. Now they put it in there, and guess what? Something's off. It don't work. Got to call the owner. Hey, I followed your specs to the T. Now they got to go back to the engineer and the designer and say something's not working here. It's a pain in the butt. Owning your own business with all the responsibilities is just a pain in the butt. You don't know it if you've never done it. I watched my parents do it for years. It's a struggle. It's a strain. It's 24 hours a day of, oh my God, did this person do this? See, when you own your own brick and mortar company, you have to worry and rely on other people. All right. And if you're paying the minimum wage or even a little bit more, for my parents are always working because I don't want to come to work today. It's summer out. I don't feel good. So they had to pick up the slack and cover for the people that didn't come in. Now you have a business that's done for you. Direct traffic, every tool you could possibly want, better, faster, AI-induced digital automation. And all you do is just come into it. You're not looking for a building you got to rent for $4,000 or $5,000 a month, which I've seen this. My family lived it. What is Ash saying? The biggest wall you have to climb is the one you build in your mind. Never let your mind talk you out of your dreams, trick you into giving up. Very good, Ash. Oh, I'm going to put that on there. Geez, I forgot I can do that. Absolutely. I was telling him the other day, Ash, that don't let people paralyze you by saying things. Most people, and every one of you know, are if you're working, you have someone, at least 2 or 3 people at your job, and the worst thing you can do is tell them what you're doing sometimes, because you know what they're going to say. Are you kidding me? You can't do that. You can't do that. My buddy, I told you this a long time ago. He wanted to build a strip mall. And everyone's saying, you can't. It's a lot of money. You can't do it. He did it. By all the people saying stuff at work, he's crazy. He'll never do it. This guy did it. He built his own strip mall. He designed it. He paid big bucks to have it all put out on copies and prints. And it was 2 years of nothing but hard work and a lot of money. He worked as much overtime as he could because every dime he made was going into that business. But guess what? He built it. The mini mall, I think, had maybe 10 stores. He filled those stores up with people, and he was successful. Do you know how many people on a daily basis keep trying? They understand that we're going to fail. We understand that maybe something might come up. And I read this cool story that I didn't know, and I forget who it was. It was a delivery company. Hold on. Very interesting. I've never seen it. It was about what's the delivery system? Man, my brain is soggy today. Let me see if this is it. Okay. I'm going to read it to you, and I also know what it is. In 1970, Fred Smith was down to his last $5,000 with FedEx. FedEx was on the brink of collapse. Now, what I'm about to tell you, I don't suggest anyone to do, but this is what he did. He went down to the casino. He had $5,000 left, and he played blackjack. And he knew if he lose it, he'd be done, right? For some lucky reason, he won $27,000 at the table. Now, I say don't go do that. He took a chance. He took a risk. He turned around, and that was enough to keep FedEx going. Now, that company turned into a $90 billion annually and delivering millions of packages worldwide every day. All right? He took a chance. Ash Mafara, he didn't take the chance. You want to know why I say that? Because he knew exactly what he was doing. He studied it for years. Said, man, no, we got to change that. That's no good. Only this guy's making money. He's saying, why can't we? Listen, if you really know Ash Mafara, he wants everyone to succeed. He doesn't want people to struggle. He doesn't want people to stress out. We get stressed out the second we pay our mortgage. Oh my God, in 30 days, I got to do it again. Because that keeps going. Now imagine you had a business that keeps going and keeps rolling and keeps building. There's no caps. All right? Listen, success in this company is a win-win situation. You can't lose. I'm telling you that, my opinion, Chris Johnson, you can't lose. And if you don't check it out, that's where you lose. You're going to miss it. This is the biggest and the baddest and the craziest business you're ever going to see, all right, in our lifetime. Now, in the future, I have no idea, but he's also talked about he always wants to say 10 years in advance. 10 years in advance to whatever new technology is coming in, he wants to be part of it. Most companies don't think that far ahead. They think about, all right, what are we going to do next week? This guy's thinking into the future, not a year, not 10 years, hundreds of years, where it's going to keep going on. He has told us many times, let me help you build a legacy. All right? Just watch what I do. Be patient what I do. It's hard. You have no idea what this man's gone through. All right? I have a little bit of idea. All right. I watched my parents struggle for years, made money, but the business was constantly, someone needed a maintenance. Something always broke. You don't have to have that responsibility in here. All right. You don't have to have, I think myself, I say it, what is your responsibility in this company? You got to pay your taxes. You got to share a little bit. You got to talk good about the company. Show people the great things about the company. It's that simple. You're not worried about a building that costs you $5,000 a month. You don't have to worry about cutting the grass around the building, making sure the lights are working, make sure you got toilet paper, make sure the plumbing's working. This is stuff that a lot of people don't think about. Now, I lived this life as my younger life with my parents. They had to worry about everything. They had to worry about people that did things, all right, that weren't right, that stole. My parents were they were the responsible ones. You hired this person, that had to come out of their own pocket a lot of the times. So when Ashba Farr says, I want to give you this business, I want to take the responsibilities, I want to do the hard work, I want to lift every single buddy up, take it for what it's worth. Good morning, Mr. DeGarmo. That's all I got today, Mr. DeGarmo. Ash is on here, by the way. You're looking good. I love you, brother. And I'm going to hand the floor over to you.
Wow. As soon as I turn my camera on, you got it. Hello, everybody. Yes, it's a 28th of March. Holy cow. Hello, Mr. Mufara. Somebody could pop in any minute. I didn't do my physical therapy yet, but who knows? And I know the nurse wants to see me. Last night I slept like the best I have in 4 weeks. I told them to cut back my oxygen and my nighttime, and that seemed to help a lot. They're trying to force feed too much oxygen. I don't need as much as I'm getting a little healthier. So anyway, good thing. What do we got here? The biggest wall you have to climb is the one you build in your mind. Absolutely. Absolutely. The biggest wall you have is 4 inches wide between each ear. I can't, you won't, I'm not sure, you'll never figure it out. It's how you talk to yourself. It's how you talk to yourself. That's what I did my whole life when I got out of school. I saw what I wanted. I tried to figure out a way to get it. I saw what I wanted. So, well, I can't have that. That's just crazy. But anyway, as I've always said, with the platform that's being built for us, it's a platform of dreams. How does that? Takes a big, big foundation. It needs to be done from the very inception of the company, which was. It needs to be done with an individual that puts others above himself, which it was. And we need to have faith and belief and trust. And all these things are a key thing for us to go to the next step and live life. I talked to a nurse here last night for a long time in between what she does. And I said to her, are you living the life you wanted? No, had children early. I work every overtime I can, and time's just ticking, and I'm just wrapped up in this wheel of work, home, work, home, work, home, work, home. I said, do you think it could be different? Yeah, it could be. It should be. And I told her, absolutely. Um, most people have to make this way for themselves. Most people that you see that you think are lucky, you know what lucky is? You do it enough time until you succeed. There's no such thing as luck. You do it enough times, you will win. But most people give up. Most people don't think they deserve it. Most people think, well, that's for them, not me. But at least this platform, that's why I say now, with all we've been through, I took the same implosions as the company did, by the way. I followed the map to a T. But my point is, we need to because that part of it's being built for us, we need to let go of yesterday. If anybody here right now, anyone, I don't care, Indian, Bangladesh, Vietnamese, German, Czech Republic, Chinese, Korean, Japanese, Australian, UK. If you've been in this business, and by the way, all of us have been in this business. The last founder that came in was June 2022, 23, 24, 25, 3 years ago. So everyone has been here at minimum 3 years. If right now you're questioning why or what about or some kind of craziness of what you have coming or all that I don't even understand it. I've been here 6 months, 6 years. I have this much coming. I don't even know what that means. If I got paid for time, I'd be a multi-billionaire. Time doesn't pay you. A business does. We saw what happened. We knew what happened. We believe it or we don't. We believe in Mr. Mufara or we don't. If you're at the point now that you're still riding around looking at your rear view mirror, what am I getting? What am I getting? What am I getting? This is not for you. We're moving on. Listen, is there commissions that were in the back office of on passive that haven't been paid? Yes. Do I believe eventually they will be? Yes. Do I think those commissions are out sitting in a freaking pot of gold right now? No. No. I don't know all the details, but no, they're not. We've had everything bad go wrong that go wrong. Implosion, thieves, nastiness, conniving, greed. All that happened to the same CEO and the same company. By the way, this didn't happen to just Mr. Mufara. This happened to us. How come we're only us when we're getting something? We're only us when we're receiving something. I want you to wrap your head around something. Most of you that I've met here in this is my going on my 7th year, have grown more than you would have in any other platform in the world. Without a doubt, you've told me, so I'm not making that up. But right now, if you've got people approaching you about, I better get, and I heard this, and I heard that, for the love of God, ignore them and delete them. Where we're going, what's being built, I believe with all my heart. I will run with this business as long as I have breath. I learned how precious everything is in life because of what happened to me. But I know this, without a doubt, there's nothing that can compare to what Mr. Mufara has done for us. And if you think there is, go get it. Go get it. But if you want to complain about, I see this happened before, and this happened before doesn't matter. Can't do anything about history. We move forward. I want to work with people that believe, have faith, and are ready to march forward. If you're not that person, stop harassing Chris. Stop. Well, you don't harass me anyway because I won't put up with that crap. Hold hands with people that believe, have the faith. By the way, Mr. Mufara is not going anywhere. He's here right now. Actually, a regular person, I hate to say this, is not regular, would have took off a long time ago. What more do you want him to prove who he is? I don't need any more. And I'm definitely not going to try to prove him to you. And I'm not talking bad to anybody here. Most of you, if you're here, you believe. But please, stop pampering people. Stop walking people through it. Stop holding people's hand on this nonsense. It's time to move forward. And the day will come that he's going to say, welcome, everybody. This is the platform that I've always wanted for you. And we'll jump in and let's blow this thing up. Listen, here's the point we got to remember. The people that we need to talk to are not in yet. So let's stop focusing on people of the past who was brought in under misconception, or 90 days you make 90,000, 40 days you make 40. It never happened, never would have happened, never said it would happen, was never promised. If you had a few people tell you that, even by now though, even if you had a leader lie to you, by now you know it's a lie. So either you're ready to move on or you're not. And guess what? If you're not ready to move on, you probably shouldn't be here. It's people, it's faith. I always said 2020 vision of the heart. The company doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't make sense what Ash did. It doesn't make sense to normal people. Normal people would not get it. But I get it. And this is me, and this is my life. This is the life I want for the OTech pros and all the ladies out there and all the people I've met, all the people who wrote me, the thousands here, the thousands that write in. It's time to focus on paying attention. We already have the faith. Keep the faith. Don't let one bad apple, one negative thing drag you down, because it will. I don't want to hear it. We have no time for it. Today's the day I say that we turn over a new leaf and start focusing on where we're going. And let Ash build what he's building. All of you keep doing what you're doing because you've come a long ways. I see Francine's here. AI Francine, Norel, boom, Norel. Myra, oh my God, Gemma, all my favorite people. But anyway, I love y'all, and we're running forward. And obviously, some of you believe me. Some of you, many of you have followed me for years. I really appreciate it. I've never changed. I believe what I believe. I talk what I talk, and I mean what I mean. Even broke, I walk and talk successful. Even broke. Because I know this is temporary. I know where I'm going. And I know while I'm going, everybody that goes with me is going to have the same result. That's unbelievable. Anyway, wasn't coming on here expecting to talk this much, but I got bamboozled. Chris grabbed me and threw me into the fire. Just kidding.
Oh, I'm not done with you yet.
Anyway, I'm going to turn over to Chris because I've just babbled long enough.
First of all, I'd like to thank some beautiful comments in there. Wishing Marty well and everyone else. It is what it is, guys. All the stuff I explained and Marty explained, it's that simple. There's, we have a lot of people right now sweating the small stuff because maybe they're in a bad situation. But this is why Ash Mafar is doing this. He created something so that he can help people out in bad situations. He created something so that he can help out people with businesses. He created something so he can educate the world better at a lot cheaper prices. Everything that he creates is to help. Period. The people that don't want help are the complainers. Bottom line, I've learned that through my whole life. The biggest people that complain the most for me was the laziest people. Ash Mafara is not lazy. Ash Mafara is lifting all these people up and saying, if you just listen to what I'm saying, if you just watch what I'm doing, if you understand the impact that we're going to have on this world, people still aren't hearing that. This is about helping humanity by creating success in each individual all over the world, not just in one state, one country, one village. We do want to change villages for the better. And we all know that this world needs a lot of help. All right. Ashbafara, I don't want to sound this way, but he's got a big cape on. And I always said we need a superhero right now. I believe he's the superhero. He probably don't want me to say that, but that's how I look at him. He's a guy that came in and did everything no one else wanted to do because everyone would say that's just impossible. I have to say, guys, there's nothing impossible. Nothing is impossible. Ashbafara has proven over and over what he can do, what he says. Did he have to stop and rethink things? He did. That's good. That's a great thing because when we take off, I don't think he's going to ever have to stop and think about things again. He'll be thinking about things. That's building more products, building more ideas, all for us. All for us and then anyone that wants it. So that's all I got. I'm very thankful for Ashbafara. I'm very thankful for my brother Marty DeGarmo. Keep him in your prayers and everyone else in there. Oh, don't let me forget, because Minnow sent it to me. Today at thank you, Minnow Miller. I appreciate you always reminding me. Today at 3:30 EDT is Marcienne's French webinar. Marcienne, there you go. You see, Marcienne's another one of those people. Minnow Miller, Marcienne, Norelli did a great live this morning. Gene, Sherry Dursaway. I could go on and on and on and name people. People that I think like, wow, where did they come from? That's what we're looking for. The wow, where did they come from? Do you know how many millions of people have never heard about us yet? And what's going to happen when they do? And then we're going to be running. Dude, you're talking about, I personally think we've talked about this all the time privately. How fast do you think this is going to go? My personal opinion, I think it's going to go really fast. Why? Because right now in this world, I'm going to say 70% of people are struggling, looking for the better way. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you with my brother Marty, this is the better way. We're in the process of coming to the launch. It's been built like you wouldn't believe. We have a foundation that nothing can stop it. It's strong, it's rooted, and it goes through the entire planet, not one little area. Ashbafara built one heck of a foundation. And you know what? And so did all of you. So stay the course. Be happy. If you want to go do this on your own, go try. I give you a month, and you're either going to be broke or you're going to be really irritated. I take the path of I'm going to trust the guy that knows exactly what he's doing, so I don't have to go through that. Now, if you got ideas, I'm not saying don't do them. This company is going to help you make your idea happen. This company is going to make your dreams come true. I can say that. I can say that because I know exactly what it's about. I just had to find out everything about this company. And everything I see in it, everything I hear about it, checks the boxes off for me. Period. One guy found a bunch of people. Those people found other people. But when we take off and launch, it's going to be viral, folks. My opinion, it's going to be viral. Marty, that's all I got today, brother. I'm glad you popped on. I wish you'd video. I want to see your workout today, buddy. I want to see some pounding on the ground. He hates when I say that, but I like the fact that he's doing it. I was telling Marty this morning, he got a great sleep. And his therapy is tough. And I said, I worked for almost 14 hours in my yard yesterday. Every muscle in my body was just completely sore. I said, I know what it's like to hurt when you do something new. I'm doing things I've never done before. All right. Think about what I just said. Get out there and do something you've never done before. Don't be afraid to talk about the good. All you have no problem talking about the bad. Get out and share this with your family. Now's a great time, I believe, to talk about what this company's going to do. Marty, that's all I got, brother.
Beautiful. Thanks everybody. I'll be try to be here tomorrow. Nothing happened, so it turned out pretty good. Nobody popped in. Never know. They were here before, and then nobody showed up. So I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
I made a phone call. You got to give him 15 more minutes.
Yeah.
After that 50 minutes, I want you to go in there and beat him up. You ready to slap me yet?
Huh?
Are you ready to hit me in the head yet?
Why would I do that?
Because I want him. I'm telling him, you got to work him harder, harder.
All right, first, let me get something straight to everybody. The last 4 weeks were the worst years of my life ever. Nobody on this planet, no one on this planet from another planet, Elon Musk is Mars, has to tell them to work me. I told them in the very beginning, I want to be your first. And when they're done, I say, is that all you got? So I don't want to come back here. I don't need to drive them. I'm driving me. I don't need encouragement. I don't need people, oh, there's a data boy. That never was me. I didn't need it growing up, and I don't need it now. I just need them to get me in here, tell me what I need to do to get out. And that's what I'm working on, getting out of here. And the only way to do that is walk more, jump higher, run faster, or whatever it is. So that's what I'm doing. I am not, I cannot be motivated by others. It's just not me, never was. But I do get motivated by what people do. And that's why Mr. Mafaro motivates me to the core. Somebody that's done all that for complete strangers. Well, anyway, we got some more stuff to share down the road.
Hey, Marty. Ash just shared a quick message. I don't know if he wants me to share it. I want to share it. It's not an update, something he just said. He said, whenever I'm in a difficult situation where there seems to be no way out, I think about all the times I have been in such situations and say to myself, I did it before, so I can do it again. The biggest wall you have to climb is the one you build in your mind. Never let your mind talk you out of your dreams, trick you into giving up. Never let your mind, because the greatest obstacles to success, to get your mind on the right track. The rest will follow. Success comes from the inside out. In order to change what is on the outside, you must first change what is on the inside. Straight from Ash Mafara. Very good words, Ash.
Yep.
Very, very good words. Words to live by. Listen to them. I think he's writing it in the chat too. That I'm thinking I'm missing it there. Thank you, brother.
I think he wrote that in the chat, actually.
He probably did. I was reading it off this other message here too. I could probably see it better anyway. Brother Ash, thank you for coming on. Again, everyone, be thankful that we have Ash Mafara and Marty DeGarmo. True statement there. All right. I love every one of you. Marty, any last words?
No, like I said, I'm always trying to be here. We're working on some. Whenever I am difficult. Yeah, there it is.
There it is. I'm seeing it now.
You posted it.
Yeah, I know, but he said it in two different spots, and I'm glad he did that. I'm glad he did that. Like I said, Ash never gives me bad advice. It's always upbeat and positive. And when he knows I'm a little low, that's where he comes and picks me up and throws me on his shoulders. True statement on that one. Marty's the same way. He knows. He knows. Don't forget that. All right. Well, Mr. DeGarmo, I'm way behind this thing.
See you guys.
Bye.
Thank you for being here.
Don't forget about Marcian today.
Full steam ahead. And Marcian, if you're doing that on Minnows, I'm going to start posting these out on YouTube. I have all of them now. So, just so you know.
Yeah.
All right. Say goodbye.
Goodbye, Chris.
Shut it down.
I'm dying. This hat's too hot. Good. I didn't see. You guys must not be slowing your chat down because my chat's going like a mile a minute.